I know what it feels like to make a difference in somebody's life. And I'm not talking about a big, grandiose, life-changing difference. I'm talking about even just for a moment to make a difference in somebody's life. I am Martin McNish, and I started the Vancouver chapter of 100 Men Who Give a Damn. And the premise of 100 Men is very simple. It's we host events. We host 4 events a year. 100 guys show up. Each brings $100, and we invite 3 charities per event who have the opportunity to share their story, who they serve in the community, and importantly, why they need funding. After the presentations are done, everybody places a vote who they most align with, and the charity with the most votes at the end of the event walks home with a check for $10,000. But I think what's great about 100 Men, the philosophy of 100 Men, is what we're doing is we're connecting charities, small local charities, with guys in the community that are looking for ways to give back. I heard about the concept through a friend. I was on a golfing trip with him, and he was talking about this group that he was involved with in Kelowna called 100 Men Who Give a Damn. And I said, that's fantastic. I want to join the chapter in Vancouver. And he said to me, it doesn't exist yet. You got to get it going. And it just seemed like an obvious move. It's important to me because I understand the feeling you get when you are a part of something that's bigger than yourself. I know what it feels like to make a difference in somebody's life, and I'm not talking about a big, grandiose, life-changing difference. I'm talking about even just for a moment to make a difference in somebody's life. Whether you're empowering somebody to realize their potential, or if you are able to reduce the pain and suffering in somebody's life, even for a moment, or if you can give somebody dignity, especially someone who's had that stripped from them, that's making a difference. And I think there is this yearning. I think there's this need that is looking to be filled. People are looking to get involved in some sort of capacity that way, but they don't know where to start. And for me, 100 Men is a vehicle for that. I've heard people say, I want to get involved in the community, but I don't know how. And someone will say, go to a 100 Men event. The way we do it is with a lot of teamwork. I think one of the things I'm most proud of is in a relatively short period of time, we've been able to showcase 21 different charities. And as of this recording in November 2017, we've raised over $86,000 for small local charities. And we've done that without a penny of overhead, which, for an organization with a bank, we don't even have a bank account. And so to pull that teamwork together without even having $1 worth of money for expenses is difficult to do. But I'm so fortunate that I'm working with a group of guys that have the same vision, and that's what makes this happen. One person can't do this. A group of 2 or 3 people can't do it. It takes a team of a lot of people that are invested and share that vision. So our whole motto is doing good, but having a good time doing it too. And having the events at local establishments around downtown Vancouver, number one, make it super accessible to get to, say, after a day of work. But also with the pub environment, it gives us a good opportunity to connect with other guys who want to accomplish the same sort of things, namely getting involved, giving back to the community. And so being in that type of environment is very relaxed. It's very loose. People are there to have fun, and they're not there to take themselves too seriously. It involves a lot of honesty. It involves you becoming very clear about questioning your beliefs, about questioning your assumptions, because I feel like when we're brought up, we get told a lot of things about what we should do or what we should become or what we should pursue, and we never question it. We just begin that process. And so I think it probably comes at a lot of moments in your life where you've been dealt a pretty good challenge, or when you're at your lows, where you discover that you ask yourself the tough questions. And through that process, if you are honest with yourself, the important things do become evident. And if you do pay attention to that, and if you hold on to that, because we're distracted by things every single day. There are a million things vying for our attention every single day. But if you are true to those things that are really important to you, it's amazing what worries and anxieties and stresses fall away, because they don't align with the core. For me, it's gratitude. I feel that the world we live in right now, and especially the first world, there is such a lack of appreciation for what we have around us, and especially the corner of the world that we live in here. It really frustrates me to see people walk around as if the world is owing them something. The fact that, they felt that they have brought themselves into the world almost, and there is a payment that they're out there to collect, which is a terrible way to live your life. I mean, you're not gonna be happy if you live with that sort of sense of entitlement. The real inspirational people that I see walking around in life are the people that are so appreciative of everything that they have, every opportunity that they have. And I just see this real deficit of gratitude out there, and it's something that I feel people really struggle to really attract in their life. And it doesn't have to be a difficult thing. You don't have to start with big things. It's just the little things in life. I mean, waking up every single morning, and the fact that you're even alive is a good start, right? And the fact that for today, at least, the people that you love and that you care about are in your life. And that's not going to be every single day that you wake up. So in realizing that, you understand that there's so many opportunities to be appreciative for all the little moments in life. And I think if you can cultivate that in your life, it's going to be a good day. I feel lucky that I was instilled with a strong work ethic from my parents. They split up when I was quite young, and we had our challenges, but both of them, by example, showed me that if you're gonna get anywhere in life, you have to do the work. You have to work harder than others out there to get those opportunities. And so that was just something that was instilled in me in a young age. I'll never forget, actually, I remember quite well, because my dad continually brings it up. He tells the story about we're driving in the car, driving over the Second Narrows Bridge. I'm about 5 or 6 years old, and I asked him a question. I'm like, how do you become successful? How do I become successful like you, And he says, to be successful is simple. You just have to be prepared to do the work that everybody else isn't. I'm like, okay, and it stuck with me. Partially because he keeps bringing it up, but yeah, it stuck with me, and it's something that I've brought into every aspect of my life. That you can't be afraid of doing the work. If anybody wants to hear more about 100 Men Who Give a Damn, go to www.100menvan.com. And if you'd like to check out one of the events, just sign up for our newsletter. You'll get the emails, and hope to see you at an event.